the intro thing, or what we doing?
I'd like to give a special shout out
That's
to
what we're doing.
A1
That's
and
my boy.
Chris Cash at the VegasLife Podcast.
You guys didn't know?
Yeah. Welcome to the Vegas Live Podcast. My name is Chris Cash.
Allan Turner, the Rhythm Realtor.
There you go. We got a special guest in the building.
Yo, Rulah Divine. It's nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Rulah, thank you for coming in. How are you doing today, man?
I'm having a wonderful, fabulous Friday. How about you guys, man?
It's amazing. You know, we promoted the Rhythm Realtor to boards in the operation, as you can see. So he's learning new skills every single day.
You're leveling up over here?
You know, leveling up. You know, typically I would be running the boards, but my eyes is just not working as well as it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
He's a capable backup.
You know what I mean? So he's going.
He's got it.
Serviceable.
Yeah,
as they say.
yeah.
A cagey vet.
Yeah. So Allan was telling me that you're an entrepreneur. You out here making moves. You out here starting leagues. Tell everybody what's going on in your world, Rulah.
Right now in my world, I'm promoting a brand new gaming league. It's called the Nfhl. That's short for National Football Hockey League. It's something that me and my son created together.
Okay.
Where we jumped into NHL 25 on PlayStation 5. The idea was birthed out of my son having pneumonia. He went to the hospital for 4 days, and my son's a big hockey player. So that sat him down. It benched him for quite a while. Yeah. So while he was on downtime, it just, like, one thing turned into another, and we started creating this league where what we did is we created a 32-team custom league, and we turned all the NFL franchises into hockey teams.
That's great.
And then we inserted all of the legends from each of these teams along with current players to fill the rosters. So, like, who's your team?
And what sport?
Football.
In football? The Raiders.
Your Raiders? Okay.
The Raiders.
So your Raiders, they have all the legends, bro.
Okay.
You got Plunkett, Bolitnikov,
You got Jackson?
Bo
Yeah,
Jackson.
we got Bo.
We got Bo Jackson.
Bo's that guy, bro.
The
Come
ultimate
on.
cheat code.
But you know what, though? Let me tell you something about Bo. So we learned a lot about football throughout. I knew a lot about football anyway. My son got to learn a lot, though. But here's a cool stat for Raider fans and for people who, I put Bo Jackson up there too, because if you look like you're probably as old as us too, right? You in your 40s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, OG, triple OG.
Not to say you look like it, but I could tell by.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
You can tell by the vibes, bro. It's
By
all
the
about
vibes, by the
You know what I'm saying?
vibes, by the vibes.
Frequencies. You know what I'm saying? I got the OG frequencies.
So we all knew what Bo was, right?
Yeah.
Because he's a two-sport athlete.
Yeah.
We saw him in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
But here's a fun fact. Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards in the NFL than Bo Jackson.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh, the quarterback, has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
Wow.
And he was a
Bo
quarterback,
Jackson
right?
never had a 1,000-yard season.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, because, you know, he used to split his time. So, you
He
know.
split his time, the injury.
You know,
there's,
how many
there's
home
some,
runs did Jim Harbaugh have?
There's some facts. Right.
See,
no,
you know,
I get you.
Right?
I get you.
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
you.
So-
By the way, Bo Jackson is having a meet and greet at the Forum Shops on the 20th. Me and my son are going to go down there. We're going to get an auto. We're going to have him picture. And Jerry Rice is here next weekend at the Forum Shops.
Jerry Rice,
doing a meet and greet. So we're going to be down there promoting the league to the guys themselves who are scoring goals in our league.
You're going to show them their highlight reel? You got
absolutely.
You got a sizzle reel for them?
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. How important do you feel sports is just in our lives?
I think it's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's huge. Watching my son come up in hockey is changing his life. It gives him perspective, hard work, dedication. You know, he's getting to that part of his hockey career where it's really becoming a meritocracy now, where you have to earn your time and your spot. And
I love that.
Watching him go through that is cool because, you know, my son he's been really talented and really good as he's progressed through. But now he's 10 years old, but he plays in the 12U division because of the way that the aging works. So he's kind of like on the young side of things. But, you know, now where when he was younger, he was probably the star kid on his team. Now he's not really that anymore.
But that's good.
Yeah, so it's making him work
better,
and
right?
and continue. So, yeah, I think sports is huge in our lives, and even as adults too. It's a great, and our city is starting to thrive with sports, which is what my channel that me and him are creating is all about. You know, my channel is going to be more than just the Nfhl. Our channel is called Victorious Vegas. That's after my son. His name is Victorious.
Oh, nice.
So Victorious Vegas on YouTube, and all y'all can like and subscribe on that. That's where you can catch the NFHL. But we have more stuff coming down the pipe in the future years, stuff that has to do with the games and all the sports that we have going on here. We're big into sports card and sports card collecting. My league is attached to that as well. The results of our league is we do some stuff with sports cards, which is a huge booming industry right now as well. So that's what we all about, man.
Yeah, and we'll put the link in the description below as well. And have you been involved in your son's sports career, like all the way through, like since he started? When did he first get into it?
So I put him on the ice he was 6 years old, headed to, it was like June. So he's born in October. So he was 6 years old, like 6.5. I put him on the ice.
Perfect.
And so the hockey journey is crazy, man. It's not like any other sport that you put your kid in, because before they can even start to even attempt to play the game, you have to learn how to skate for 6 months minimum first.
Okay.
So it was 3 days a week, just grinding.
And this is out here in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Okay. We started at Las Vegas Ice Center, which is like the oldest rink out here.
Like
they were doing hockey.
Is that the one on Sahara?
It's Flamingo, right?
Yeah, it's all way up on Flamingo. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Flamingo and
Sahara
Fort Apache.
Flamingo.
Fort Apache,
Okay,
right below Fort Apache on Flamingo. Las Vegas Ice Center. Shout out to them. They run great programs down there. That's where we got our start. They've been doing hockey out here since way before the Knights. So they're kind of like the OGs of the town when it comes to like hockey and stuff like that. We've since transferred into the Knights organization, and we play out of Henderson now, but we've done City National. We're at AFC now, the America First Center.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for the parents out there that are looking to get their kids into different types of sports, what can you say is the difference between hockey opposed to, baseball, basketball, flag football?
I think all of them have their own unique things, but when it comes to hockey, be prepared to have bread.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ice time is not easy to come by. Everyone's fighting over it constantly, and then as your kid gets better at hockey, prepare to have more bread. Because the better they get, then the more
ice time
opportunity there is.
And more like
the more opportunity,
training.
and then there's kids who try like average cost. If you have if your kid travels in hockey, which my son doesn't travel yet because of a lot of other factors, probably about $20K a year you need to have set aside for your child to play travel hockey.
Yeah. And so how is the network? And I'm asking because I'm not opposed to putting my kids into bread sports like golf or tennis, where the where the network in there is at a higher level. You know what I mean? Is the network in like the hockey circles like up there, like as far as just as far as the type of parents that are putting their kids into hockey, if that makes sense.
I think hockey parents all share a common bond of how hard it is. It's not taking your kid to soccer on it. You know what I mean? It's not that. There's a lot of dedication that goes into it, especially as you want your child to advance. You're doing stuff with ice coaches at 5 a.m. or something, or like when there's a tournament in town and your kid's in a tournament, you're doing 2 games a day for a weekend, and the first one starts at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, so you're up at 4 or 5. Hockey parents have a bond. The other cool thing about hockey culture too, it's the only kid sport where the parents got beers in their hand the whole way through.
That's dope. That
sounds like my kind of event.
That's dope.
Because the rinks, they got the restaurant. All the rinks have the restaurant right on the top that doubles between, and so they just go up there. They'll give you a plastic cup and everything, and all the parents just get. So hockey tournaments could get dicey.
Yeah.
Really?
Especially the late tournament, like I was telling you about a hockey tournament. You do one game in the morning,
right?
You'll take a break, and then you'll do another one in the later, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
So some of these parents, they'll be
baby.
They'll start on game 1. It'll be 8 in the morning.
Okay.
So by the time you get to that 4 o'clock slot, and you got a competitive game going on, you're gonna have a little
chirping,
little chirp action. The last tournament my son was in, man, it got a little crazy. Some team from where were they from? They were from North Dakota, I think.
Wow.
And my son's current team is considered a B team, right? So there's the AAA is the highest. There's AA, A, and then B, obviously, right? Which is still where my son's at. This team brought a AAA team and inserted them into a B team tournament. So like our coaches were furious, our parents were furious, because these kids are on the ice in North Dakota. They're on the ice 5 days a week. They've been playing together for years. It's just it wasn't and our guys even gave them a little run.
Yeah.
We played them twice. They cooked us in the first one. In the second one, we gave them a little run. We scared them for a while before they got us, but it can get dicey, man. Hockey culture it's something else, man. If you haven't experienced it, I suggest it. You know, if that's what your kid is into. My biggest piece of advice though would be about, you know, kind of to go back to the root of your question, is, you know, your kid has to love it.
Right.
Yeah.
In my journeys with my son, I've found a lot of parents who I've seen a lot of kids who don't love it.
Yeah.
And I think hockey has that kind of thing too, where there's a certain group of people who will insert their kid into hockey because they think it's almost like a flex. Like, I got the bread for hockey. I'm gonna put and then there's others who like might think that their kid might be more competitive in hockey because other sports they might not be able to be competitive in, if you understand my drift there, right?
Right.
Maybe their son can't play basketball or football.
Yeah.
So they'll put all of the money and the resources to get his kid good at hockey, but the kid don't got the heart for it.
Right.
And so there becomes a time, and my son's approaching that age, like they say usually between that 12 to 14 age is when a lot of the kids who are getting kind of pushed into that, they're going to break off because hockey starts getting a lot more physical and someone puts a big hit on you. And if you don't love it, you're not going to be willing to take those hits and do those things anymore. And so all that money goes to a waste. And it doesn't matter how good you are, how many fancy moves they can do on the ice. If you can't play the Warriors game and don't have the Warrior spirit, you're going to run into the same wall that you would have ran into with football or basketball or whatever sport they couldn't play either. So your kids gotta love it.
I love it.
How physical is it in the youth leagues with hockey?
It has its moments, but you know, checking is not allowed.
Okay.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
And you know,
But if you're out there headhunting, you're gonna get what, like penalized?
you
heavily?
get penalized, and if it becomes excessive, then
So you're not allowed to check in youth.
No.
But just if it happens, like it's not really,
yeah.
you know.
And then like kids, you know, you can find crafty ways to do it too, where it maybe doesn't look like it was as intentional, or there's ways that you can still be physical without like drilling somebody or just like really looking for somebody's head, you know. My son's he plays pretty physical. He's done his time in the box.
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely the one benefit I love with sports, is because like when my kids started to do sports, it just kind of shook them, like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, you got to go out there and you got to be aggressive. Like that's the game. Like go, and then it taught them to be more aggressive,
to open up.
Yeah, and just like, you know, when if a play happens, you get hurt, you don't sit there and cry. We keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the biggest thing I really love with sports. You kind of just, you know, teach the kids, like, let's go. It's the game. We're moving. This is what we're doing. You know, opposed to the culture that just kind of like came up where it's like, oh no, you're hurt. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, like I like things that are able to tap into a healthy aggression for kids.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah. One of my rules with my son is that, like, if something happens on the ice, I need you to move. Don't lay there. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of kids, they'll take a hit, they'll go down in hockey, and then they'll just lay there. And that's the scariest thing you could do. Move around. Let me know you good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that way
everything has to stop. You know, and
just move. Even if you're hurt, move your body, move your leg, wiggle around. What we don't want to see is a lifeless body on the ice. You know what I'm saying? And my son's gone through his thing. He had a concussion early on in his career. It was just in a practice. He was skating hard. The coach will hit the whistle for water, and all the water's on the bench, right? And you know, in a hockey bench, you got the doors that swing open. Yeah. And so all the kids were racing to the bench to get to their water, and as they're sprinting toward the bench, someone clipped his skate, and he went head first right into the step. The step where you step out is he just hit bam.
How scary!
And I was right. Oh man, I was right there. I jumped over onto the ice, and when I picked him up, my son's eyes were crossed. Like he really had a concussion. You know what I mean? But 2 minutes later, he's like, I'm good. I can go back. I can go back. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
warrior right there, bro.
And I'm like, nah.
That's good.
But
So yeah, he's had a bunch of. He took a puck to the neck before. All type of stuff is happening.
Yeah, that's good, man. Also, rough. You know what I'm saying? Like get them tough. Like that's good.
Yeah. And my kids are I homeschool my kids too. Yeah. So like he doesn't get
the
those
social,
lessons.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't get those type of lessons like at recess where he skins his knee and like the stuff that we came up doing. Like he doesn't get that. So in hockey, that's like where he kind of learns those ropes, where he gets hit, gets hurt, has interactions, has beef with other kids. All that type of stuff happens in hockey for him, so it works out.
That's beautiful. Any other sports that you wanted him to get into or explore? Or?
I didn't push him into hockey. He did that all on his own. My son is hockey.
At like 6, he was just like...
Oh, he's a nut. My son can tell you every Stanley Cup champion. He can tell you all type of stats. He can go all the way back and talk about all type of players. He's real sharp and he's real passionate about the game, like a lot. He's discovering football over the last couple of years. Like when I would try to get him into football, he would be like a little offstandish about it. He was just hockey. But he's discovered the greatness of football now. And then the league that we've created gave him the background and the education now. Yeah. So now he got all of that. And this is probably, I've kind of been off football a little bit for the last few years, but this season I'm a little bit more re-excited to watch a lot more football than I have in the last 3 or 4 years.
And what's the cause of that? Is it the league or is it just
the excitement? The excitement with my son and with our league and just, and then even just taking a break off the NFL. I didn't take a full break, but like when I was younger, every Sunday I got parlay tickets. Yeah. I'm going hard. I'm waking up early. I'm cooking food, and that's my Sunday. Yeah. And I'm betting all. I grew up in this culture, like betting and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sorry, am I allowed to cuss on this?
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you can fucking cuss.
Oh,
Vegas Life. It's motherfucker. It's the Vegas Life shit,
right,
bro.
Cool.
Let me
loosen up.
Loosen up, right?
Let me loosen up.
You know what? I'm gonna start the podcast with like, this is the motherfucking Vegas Life podcast
Okay.
to get everybody loose.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like this is what we talk about, real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I love it. I love it.
And at the same time, we talk about real shit and we talk about business too and legacy, right? And and being able to live a better lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So
I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that.
So why football into hockey opposed to anything else? Why that combination?
Well, it's the two gladiator sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all.
For sure.
Okay.
Right. And second of all, it's when you really get into hockey culture, you realize that there's a lot of people that sleep on what me and my son consider to be the greatest sport on earth.
Yes.
And maybe this guy might consider that too.
I love hockey, by the way.
I love it.
And and I think a lot of black and brown people there's a distance there for our community to be in touch with hockey like that, right?
Yeah.
And so we felt that it was a really great way to bridge the gap and warm people up to the sport that we love, but then also get to see the legends and the familiarity of the rosters.
I see.
Right?
That makes sense.
Like I got a buddy who's not as, familiar with hockey, but like when you insert all of these names in there, then now you can start to pay attention.
The connection,
right? But if I start talking to him about Mark Stone and Dorofeev and we got Marner and we got Eichel, that's like speaking a different language to somebody who doesn't know the culture like that in the NHL.
You might as well be talking about soccer.
And it's also cool, man. It's also cool to see like familiar faces, right? Or like one of me and my son's things is like more black people in the game, right? And so he knows his history with black people in hockey, starting with Willie O'Ree, and and you're seeing
that
a little
bit. Canada, right? Was it?
Well, he played for Boston, but Willie's from Canada.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But he played for Boston. He's basically the Jackie Robinson. Willie O'Ree is the Jackie Robinson of hockey, right? Okay. And he played his whole career with one eye, basically.
Shit.
Technically, he's one-eye Willie, but you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I might play hockey, bro. I can't see neither.
Yeah, makes me you too, bro. So like that's important to us, right? So then, So that's another little subtle layer that's in there, is that, you know, you get to see Deion Sanders play hockey.
Yeah.
You get to see Bo Jackson play hockey.
Yeah, yeah.
And all these greats and these legends. And so there's a piece of nostalgia mixed into our league.
Yeah.
With also something that's new, which is them playing hockey. And then, like, you also have current and old rostered players playing together as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you get that beautiful mix. And I think, you know, the more people start to check it out, they're going to catch on to how exciting the league actually is.
It sounds dope, especially how you framed it as the two gladiator sports, right? And hockey, you know what I'm saying? You got your sword with you, you know what I mean? Like, so
you're skating on them.
You know what I'm saying? You got you got
a machete in your hand. You're skating on swords.
Yeah, so
Yes,
so it makes a lot of sense how you explained it that way. So this league, right, for people that are just tuning or just trying to figure out what is it? Like, is it actual people playing? Is it what explain how could somebody be like, I'm interested in this league? How can I partake?
So I have different ways to partake. It could be lengthy to explain all of that. I'll try to give you the best nutshell answer, right? So we're going to be streaming all of the games live starting in October. There's some preseason games up on our channel now. Our league consists of 4 tournaments. So one tournament happens. So there's no regular season. Every game is for all the more. Every game's a playoff game, essentially, right? Okay. Which also brings an element of hockey culture into our league, because hockey culture is all about tournaments. When you play hockey, you play tournaments all the time, right? Okay. Even like if you paid attention this year in the NHL where they did the
Four Nations
tournament, right? And it was really one of the. I think hockey is about to go through a boom, especially with the Olympics coming up this year too. We got a little taste with Four Nations. There's going to be Olympic hockey this year, right during the smack dab in the middle of the NHL season. We're just going to stop and then start playing Olympic hockey for a couple of weeks, which is going to be bananas.
Love it.
Right? So we brought, instead of having like a regular season, we're going to do a tournament each month, and that'll culminate with our final tournament being the best 16 teams from those first 3 tournaments. We'll all play for a grand finale, and we will crown a champion at the end of it all, right?
And this is going to be all on YouTube, right?
It's all on YouTube.
Okay.
The league functions inside of NHL 25.
Okay.
And
the video game.
The video game on PlayStation.
Oh, bro.
And every game is simmed out, right? So nobody's under the controllers. We got the controllers in the middle, and we just watch what happen. And me and my son, that's the other wrinkle, is that me and my son are the commentators of the league.
Also, nobody's actually playing.
Nobody's actually playing.
Oh, okay.
It's we sim it out and we watch the games.
Right.
And me and my son call. And so that's the other thing is that my son, as great of a hockey player as he is, he's a brilliant commentator in the making. He's a play-by-play guy, and he's been doing it since he was about the same age, 5 or 6 years old. I had him on NHL, and I would just catch him like commentating the game while he's playing.
That's crazy.
Because that's what I thought it was like we were actually playing. Because I'm nice at that game, bro. EA Sports.
You're nice at NHL?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're gonna. Hey,
so we might have a live tournament.
I'm gonna have my son find you, and we're gonna set up. We're gonna set up a game,
bro. Hold on.
We're gonna set up a game.
Hey, hold on, bro. We're gonna do the over 35 league, bro. Come on, because I'm not trying to play no kid,
bro. Because he's hey, bro. He's a beast, bro.
Because when I was playing, I was his age. So come on. Right. We're gonna have to do a 35 and up league, bro. Because
well, see that's how you know, right?
Bring me back.
So like when we started. I put him on the NHL, right? So in the modern NHL games, it's like all the other games. The remotes, or you got to all the shit, right? You're using both the sticks and all the back buttons, and people of my age, we can't do it. Can't function like that. You know what I'm saying? So in that game, they have a setting called 94 remote, right? Where it brings it back for the old motherfuckers like us, right? Yeah. Where it's pass, shoot, hit, real easy, right?
Yep.
And so that's how me and Victoria started playing. And in the beginning, I crushed him, and then he slowly got there. And then we had this little era of our life where our games were just competitive, where we would trade wins, and we would play 3-4 games a day, and we would just be battling, right?
Yeah.
And then he just started doing this and doing this, and then he's like, you know what? I'm over the 94 remote, and he moved on to the advanced. And now he's on the advanced stick.
Setting plays
and he's just
setting lines.
And he's a hockey player, and he's smart. Like, so he'll get it in the zone on the power play, and he'll just be tic tac toe. Oh man, we don't play no more. Like, I don't play. He retired. My son retired me. Thank you. And he's 10.
So do you think like actually playing the game has a like effect on your ability in physically playing?
Oh yeah. It teaches him. My son has a good hockey IQ because of NHL for sure. He learns the plays. He knows what to do. He knows his position. He knows how to get there for sure. So his hockey IQ has always been, probably a little bit ahead of some of his peers in the league for sure.
Super dope. I was just thinking of like an idea of like people play like video game, and then you go out and you play for real, like some kind of. I was just thinking of.
I don't know if that'll translate. I don't know.
It helps. I mean, if you have it would be just like a kid who plays football playing Madden.
Exactly.
You are going to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
he does
he does a whole virtual.
Virtual.
So when he got when he got drafted to the Washington for Washington.
Yeah.
One of his stipulations was like, I need the VR simulator to insert all the plays, everything, and that. And then he does the VR simulator at like a 1.5 speed, so it's faster.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
So that's how you have a rookie, right, making it as far as he made it. You know what I mean? Because he's already known these these plays, these formations, the defense and everything, because he already got it simulated. You know what I mean? So
and in football, it's just so complex now, and but these kids, man, they're just light years ahead of what anyone from our generation ever would have been in football. I mean, I was in football, and I still remember just like the little basic, the basic calls and the basic little plays and stuff, and now it's like 2 sentences is one play. X, Y, left, zebra, 22, scout, left, right on 5.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I mean? So
technology in sports, man.
Yeah,
it's the future. It's the wave.
Yeah.
So football and NFL, NHL. I know your son chose hockey. What about you? Did you already gravitate to hockey, or was football there, or when did that?
Football is my first love.
Okay, cool.
But I did discover hockey early. I played inline. I played organized roller hockey as a youth when I was from 12 to almost 16 or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I was a goalie.
Yeah.
I was a bad motherfucker. I was pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's when roller hockey had like a league, and it was on ESPN, and it was popping.
It's like early 90s.
And so that was my dream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm 45, so you know what I'm saying? It was mid 90s basically, early mid 90s. And there was a big, it was booming.
Yeah.
And so when I was playing, I thought I was going to the league, you know what I'm saying? So, life happened and different shit happened that pulled me out of sports or whatnot. And so my love for hockey was always there. And so when we got the Knights, it was automatic for me, to be like, okay, I'm jumping on. I was at the home opener there, the first day, that we had a home game. I was there. And but I didn't, unlike a lot of parents I see around our league, I didn't push hockey on my son. I put football on every Sunday. It goes, whatever sport is rolling at the time is on my TV in my household. It's really the only reason I go to a TV is sports is on it.
Right.
And so he kind of just developed the love for hockey all by himself. I think the presence of the Knights and the excitement of that definitely helped, having it on all the time, seeing it all the time, and I'm putting him in that environment, but he grew up in a football environment too, but just hockey, it was fast, it was fun, it looked fun to him, skating looked fun to him, and that's where it all took off, man.
Yeah, dope. So you have games going on now, or is
so we're in the preseason. Tonight we're shooting a little league preview show. We did a little summer sim playoff series for the AFC and the NFC, and the Lions won the NFC and the Chiefs won the AFC.
Okay.
So tonight we're gonna do Lions Chiefs, and we did that as kind of a baseline, so at least people could all see how each of these teams performed in a tournament situation. The unique thing about our league is that there's no weak team. Every team, all 32 teams are loaded, right?
Okay.
So if like you were to have like a regular, like if you were to do some sort of tournament on Madden right now with current rosters, you got maybe 6 or 8 teams that are decent, and everyone else is scum, basically, right?
Yep.
There's no scum team in my league.
Yeah.
Every team is loaded to the gills with Hall of Famers and current players, and like where somebody might be soft on Hall of Famers, they got a good current roster, so the current players are inserted in there, or vice versa. There's certain teams that are just packed to the gills with legends and talent. And
there was a strategy that goes into how you structured the teams, right? Like,
we got some
balance.
Yeah, we got some rules in play. Like, so we had to figure out like what positions would play what position in hockey, right? So quarterbacks are centers. Okay,
makes sense.
And then running backs and receivers are your wingers. Defensive players are defensive players.
Yeah.
And there's a mix of linemen and DBs in there. We just kind of mix it up as according to who the best on those rosters ever were or whatever.
Right.
And then tight ends are goalies.
Okay.
We figured tight end's a good spot for goalie because of their size and physicality is very equal to what a lot of tight ends are 6'3", 6'4". Goalies in the league nowadays are 6'3", 6'4". And that creates a little bit of diversity in the league too, is that some teams are very good at goalies, some teams that are not as good in the tight end position. So that might be where like the Rams is a really good example of a team that's loaded to the gills on the centers. Their centers, their wingers, their D are all Hall of Famers pretty much, but they have Tyler Higbee in goal. So you have a loaded team, but all you have in goal is Tyler Higbee.
So there's a liability.
So there's a little bit of weakness there, but you got Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk, you got Kurt Warner. I mean, they're just loaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's some strategy to that. Our league is alive, right? So the Micah Parsons trade yesterday affected our league. We'll be moving Micah over to the Packers, and that'll bolster them up, right?
Yeah.
And then like the Packers will get even better when Aaron Rodgers retires. So right now Aaron Rodgers' roster spot is with the Steelers,
right?
But when he goes ahead and retires, he's a lifetime Packer, so he's going to the all-time Packer team. So the Packers will even get better next year. Whenever he decides to retire, that's just going to insert Aaron Rodgers into that lineup, and they're just going to continue to get better too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, super dope, bro. I'm about to get on my PS5, bro, and start getting all these games.
Well, you got to tune in tonight too.
Yeah,
for the season preview.
Tune in tonight. Like I said, there's a lot that came with this. To kind of go back to the origin story, it took us just about 6 months to do all of the work that it took for us to create the league. And I'm not talking about just piddling around once in a while. Like, I'm talking about we were in there every day for hours creating.
Like jerseys.
We had to create three jerseys per team. We had to create the stadiums. We had to create the mascots. Damn. And then we had to go in after we did that, which probably took us almost 2 months. We had to go into player creation.
Yeah.
Had 640 unique players in the player creation mode. We had to make their face. We had to put their gloves, their stick, their skates. Damn. We had to rate them, and I would rate them based on their NFL careers, right? Yeah. So all of that work is in there, and it shows in the league with the quality of our product is real, bro. It's real, and it's a lot of fun. And then the cherry on top is that me and Victorious we bring life to the league. Yeah, it wouldn't be the same if I just played the games quietly on the screen and you just watched it happen. Right. You gotta see me and Victorious call the game, and you're gonna end up being on the edge of your seat. It's a really whole, sweating out
a whole event,
results.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Like he shared the Bears Patriots game with me, and I was like on the edge of my seat. Yeah, and it's nothing like it. Like it's electric. You can actually feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was wondering. I was wondering why he was sharing it with me too. I was like, damn, the Bears win.
I would have shared it with you either way. But
they
for
did.
A lot of the preseason games that we did, I would just pick a Super Bowl matchup of the past and match those two teams up. I just thought that was a good look. So we did as much of that as we possibly could. So there's a bunch of those games up on there. Bengals Rams had a really good turnout. That game had a really good turnout. We've had some really good ones on the preseason. But when we get into the regular season in these three tournaments, I have different ways that the community can partake in these leagues. So one league that I'll be running is based around the sports cards, as I was mentioning earlier. That league's called Super Break League. It's a $1,500 buy-in, and we'll be competing for $43,000 worth of high-end football cards.
Oh, wow.
And if you know about the sports card market, and the football card market is booming right now. Their sports cards are considered assets these days, and they're liquid. And you
just had the guy.
What's his face
Kobe,
from Kobe
Holy Grail,
Jordan,
the Holy Grail card.
Yeah. So there's in basketball, there's a card that's always sought after in a product they're called Flawless. It's called Logo Man, where they take the logo, the NBA logo off the player's game worn jersey. They insert it into the card. They get the auto from the player, and they make it a 1-of-1 card. There's only one of them that they make. That's how the card stuff works. So, what's the name? Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank. Him and a couple of partners they put in together, and it's one of the biggest modern cards that have ever sold. Sold for $13 million. It's a Kobe and Jordan dual logo man, dual auto card.
They call it the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I think it's the only one of its kind with the Kobe and the Jordan game-worn logo on it.
Dope.
So sports cards is booming. There's a lot of it really started to boom again. I grew up collecting sports cards and stuff like that, so this stuff is like really natural to me.
Yeah.
There's a big boom during the pandemic when everyone got sat down at home. The sports cards started to really boom again, and there's a lot of signs pointing towards another boom that's coming. So mark my word, people.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And so the results of my Nfhl league are going to be directly attached to our sports card league, where you'll be able to buy a team in the league.
Okay.
You'll ride that team all season long through what are their wins. And as you win throughout these tournaments, you'll be winning opportunities to get into these big sports card breaks where we're breaking, product where you can hit a card, maybe not 13 million, but you can hit cards that are worth thousands of dollars, if not more.
Wow.
And so that's just one aspect. And then if that's like too tall of a ticket for somebody, $1,500, a healthy buy-in. So that's for a select few. Beyond that, I'll be doing like fundraiser pools and stuff for my son, and to keep the league alive. And that's just a straight up pool, man. $100 buy-in, you'll get a team, and you'll get to rock out in the tournament. We'll be giving away $2K every tournament for that. Winner $100, you win $2K, $800 for second, and you'll just have a blast, man. It'll be as fun as any sports parlay you've ever put in your life.
Yeah. Sports and gambling, bro. They just go hand in hand, bro.
You a gambler?
Come on.
Yeah.
VegasLife.
VegasLife, baby. I feel like I'm doing all the talking. I know I'm the guest, but man,
VegasLife. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, it's super dope, man. It just kind of, as you're talking about all this, it kind of just revived, like, the sports fanatic in me.
You feel me?
Yeah. You
feel me?
Yeah, I'm big in basketball though, like, you know what I mean. So, and just like being able to create your teams and create the whole world of it is I know that feeling, and then I would go in and now everything, all the games you could just download right away, right? Like you could download. So I'm downloading the MLB, I'm downloading golf, I'm downloading all the sports games, and because when I play video games, I play sports games. That's really
and racing games. That's my
you play racing games?
For sure.
Yeah, I don't really play racing games.
Mario Kart, bro.
Oh, well, that's okay.
That's
too.
That Mario Kart is a whole different vibe.
Yeah, that's
bro.
a different animal.
That's a whole different vibe, bro. That's
nobody won none. I promise. Promise y'all don't want none. Promise y'all don't want none.
Who's your racer?
Koopa.
Bro, we got a whole Mario, bro. At my
Yoshi
house,
over here.
At my house, bro,
Nice.
Everybody play Mario Kart. We got.
How come I've been in your house a million times? How come we never played?
Because we were making music.
Oh, that's right.
Come on,
Making history.
We got to get a cart. We got to get a cart party popping.
Yeah,
do
bro,
it.
a kart party, bro.
I'm with it.
That's the play. You know what I mean? Like for real.
Yeah, that'll be fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here, man?
So yeah, NFHL. It takes a little bit to grasp our concept. I realize it's a kind of a lot to talk about, or the best way you can do is just to check us out.
Yeah.
Again, the league is NFHL, but the channel is Victorious Vegas.
Okay.
and just tune in. You know, you can like and subscribe, jump in. Our first real tournament starts October 6th. That's called the Walter Payton Breaker Classic. And the winner of that tournament in our sports card league is going to win a PSA 7 or better Walter Payton rookie card that's valued at about $800. Wow. Along with being able to jump in with the weekly break that you win for winning your game. And then if anybody wants to jump into any of my son's fundraising pools or whatnot, that's $100 buy-in straight, and it's $2,000 for first and $800 for second. And we'll be pitching that all season long. So if you missed the first one, you'll be able to get in on the second one and the third one and the finals and all that. So there'll be more rolling out. But Victorious Vegas, and
we've got the preview tonight.
Preview show tonight, 7 p.m. PST. We got Chiefs, we got Lions, and then we'll be going over just some other little details of the league and stuff, showing people the ropes and some of the teams and the rosters and kind of what we did, and then we'll go into the game and call our little summer championship game. Watch out for these Lions, by the way; they're really good. You watch out for them Lions.
So what I'm getting is that you are, having people find the love for hockey, right? So, and through giving like familiar names and stuff, so they can find the love of hockey, right? So that's the main thing. Like,
it's one element. There's our league is an element of football. It's an element of hockey. It's an element of nostalgia. Okay. Right. It make you feel like a kid again when you hear some of these names. Yeah. Like watching Bo Jackson score a goal and clink it off all 3 bars it's a thing of beauty. Man. Yeah. Watching Walter Payton take it to the house is a thing of beauty. And the other thing I like as we were creating and going through like different players and stuff is that giving life to our fallen soldiers, man, like players who are no longer with us, and giving them life again is kind of cool. Yeah. With Reggie White, Walter Payton, Sean Taylor, like it kind of preserves their legacy again.
In a new way.
And it gives us a chance to call their name again in a situation,
That's awesome.
And there's something to that I think just hits anybody, of football fans of all types. And, like I said, hockey is the medium, but, the love of football is all in it. And you get to watch your football team compete.
Right. Can't wait.
And it's just, it's a lot of fun. So all the games will be meaningful. There's no regular season game. Anytime you see your team in a game, they're in a tournament. That tournament matters, and it's going to count, even if you're not in on the action financially. Somebody is, and it's going to count for somebody. And for Vegas people, that when you have a little bit of money on something, it makes it just that much more better.
Best believe that.
Skin in the game, baby.
Skin in the game brings it, man. So we'll be relying heavily on that for sure.
Well, thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. I look forward to watching these games and putting money on it. You know what I mean? So
let's go.
Yeah, VegasLife Podcast, man.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me.
Peace.
Peace.